Good morning, friends. It is good to be back again. Today we are going to do a very interesting poem that is from class 7th NCERT English book, and the name of the poem is Mystery of the Talking Fan. And you can see a beautiful picture of a ceiling fan drawn here. Why? Because the entire poem revolves around this ceiling fan, and the poetess of this poem is Maud Rubin. The poetess very beautifully captures the movement of some familiar and mundane objects that are around us. So this poem actually highlights this talking fan. If we talk about this fan, let me ask you few questions. Is there a ceiling fan where you are sitting right now in the room? Yes, you have. Now just notice one thing. Switch on the fan and just check it. Is the fan noisy or silent? Okay. Now if your fan is noisy, then I'm sure your fan is a distant relative of this talking fan. We are going to study about this talking fan in this poem, which is Mystery of the Talking Fan. Now, if we talk about this talking fan, as the name suggests, talking fan, the fan who can talk. Talk what? We are going to study about it in this poem, and that is why the poetess captures the movement of a ceiling fan, and also she describes the sound made by this fan. That is why she called this ceiling fan what kind of a fan? Talking fan. So first of all, we'll read the poem. Once there was a talking fan. Electrical his chatter, I couldn't quite hear what he said. And I hope it doesn't matter. Because one day somebody oiled his little whirling motor, and all the mystery was spoiled. He ran as still as water. So these are few lines of this poem. The poetess wrote this poem just in 8 lines. And in this poem, she describes about the mystery of the talking fan. So let us start. Once there was a talking fan. Now here, Maud Rubin, what she did, she used the same conventional style of writing a poem. For example, if we talk about a story, generally whenever we narrate a story to kids, what we do? We generally start our story, once upon a time there was a little boy. The same manner Maud Rubin begins her poem, and she says, once there was a talking fan. We have this talking fan. So she said that once there was a talking fan, and then what happened? Electrical his chatter. Now we will also consider difficult words of this poem, and we need to understand the meaning of these words. So now here we have this word chatter. Chatter means talk or gossip. So now she mentions electrical his chatter. Chatter, we all know, talk or gossip. The most important thing highlighted in this poem is personification. Personification. So students, in order to understand this poem, we need to know this term personification. Personification is a literary device or poetic device. Now, although I have explained about poetic devices in other videos, but in short, I am going to explain it again. Poetic device means any device used by the poet to beautify the poem, and it symbolizes some important concept. If we talk about this word personification, personification means when human qualities or attributes are given to something or object. In this poem, we are talking about this talking fan, and this fan is personified like a person, like a human being. We all know we human beings chatter, we gossip, we talk. In the same manner, this fan is also chatting, gossiping. This fan is talking something. That is why this fan is known as the talking fan. So, in a way, the poetess personified this fan, and she has given these qualities, attributes of human beings to this talking fan. So, I hope you understood this term personification. And what is personified here? Fan. And the quality which is highlighted is talk or gossip. Yes. So now, electrical his chatter. Now, why this talking fan? We are described by the poet, we are informed that this talking fan is electrical his chatter. Now, why his chatter is electrical? Because we all know that fan functions because of electricity. That is why this chatter is electrical. I couldn't quite hear what he said. Now the poet is saying that I don't know what this fan is saying. I could not understand, but the fan is talking something. And I hope it doesn't matter, because one day somebody oiled. Before the poetess could understand what this talking fan was saying, what happened? Somebody oiled this talking fan, and now there was no more noise or chatter by this talking fan. His little whirling motor and all the mystery was spoiled. He ran as still as water. Now another term, whirling motor. This means repetitive movement of the fan in circular motion. Now what happened when somebody oiled this fan? Now this fan was silent and all the mystery was spoiled. Now what was the mystery? Mystery means suspense. Another word? Suspense. So what was the mystery of this talking fan? This fan was talking something which was not clear to the poetess. She could not understand. But when this fan was oiled, no more noise, so mystery was spoiled or destroyed. He ran as still as water. Then what happened? Now see, we have this word, he ran as still as water. Another important thing to remember, he. Who is he here in this poem? Fan. Now we all know fan is non-living thing. Then why he was given to fan? Because in this poem, this poetess used personification. That is why human quality given to this fan. That is why he is used for this fan. And now what happened? He ran as still as water. This means that now this fan was moving smoothly after oiling. So this is all about this poem, The Talking Fan. Now students, what is exactly highlighted in this poem? The mystery of talking fan. And what was the mystery? This talking fan was demanding oiling. And when someone oiled, now here it is not mentioned in the poem who oiled this talking fan, but we all can guess that the person might be a mechanic who oiled this talking fan, and then there was no noise. This talking fan started functioning smoothly. This is all highlighted in this poem, Mystery of the Talking Fan. Now let us discuss question answers of this poem. The first question: fans don't talk, but it is impossible to imagine that they do. What is it then that sounds like the fans chatter? The noise created by the fan's motor was being compared with electrical chatter or fan's chatter. Second question. Now complete the following sentences. The chatter is electrical because I just explained you why the chatter is electrical. Chatter means talk or gossip, because this fan was talking something. Now why the chatter is electrical? The chatter is electrical because this fan functions. Why and how? This fan functions because of electricity. There is an electrical motor, that is why the chat or this chit chat of this fan is electrical. Next sentence. It is mysterious because, now why this talking fan is mysterious? This fan is mysterious because the poet was unable to understand what the fan was saying. Next question. What do you think the talking fan was demanding? Now what this fan was demanding? This fan was demanding oiling. Oiling was required, that is why this fan was not functioning properly. How does an electric fan manage to throw so much air when it is switched on? We all know how this ceiling fan functions. This fan comprises of 3 blades. You can see 1, 2, 3 blades, and then there is one motor behind it. With the help of this motor, when this fan is switched on, the motor starts working, and this motor began to work in a circular motion, and this forces these blades to move in a circular direction, and this also forces the air to move downwards in all directions. And in this way, this fan works, and in this manner, as it is mentioned, that in this process, what happens? This fan throws so much air in all the directions. Now, there is one activity that you all have to do. What is the activity? Is there a talking fan in your house? Yes or no? If Your answer is yes. Then what you have to do? Create a dialogue between the fan and a mechanic. So this is the activity that you all have to do. What you have to do? Just think about it that you have some talking fan at your home and you have to make at least 3 or 4 dialogues, a talk with your talking fan. So this is the activity for you all, and I hope you all will enjoy doing this activity. So this is all for today. Thank you so much. Have a good day.